Let's see if that's right. Oh. Sorry, I'm trying to run two devices here. All right, let's see. Hi. All right, let's see. We are working on our craft box. Uh, we're so patient. Yes, you are. That's why I went live a few minutes early, so I could see it. This is the Busy Bees Crafter's Box. Hi. Oh my god, why won't it let me go? Can somebody who's a can somebody YouTube and looks like it won't let me pull this up. Oh wait a minute. There we go. I got it. Just kidding. Just kidding. I got it. Although the quality is kind of choppy, but can you hear on that? Can somebody tell me if you can hear on the tuba view? Looks good. Overhead view. How's the quality? Glitchy. Good. It's good. A little echoey sounding wise. Not bad. I'm good. Well, okay. So my sound is all the way down, and my mic is over here. Oops. Good. We good? Oh, that's a lot of work. Hi. Sounds good. To be zoomed in a little more. Okay. That better? Hi, Blair. How are you? So I started numbering these, but then I said, I'm just going to go ahead. I know short girl problems, right? Stand up on my damn tippy toes. So if you got the box, you got your template, you got a cup, and you got your pre-cut vinyl. Okay. I'm using coffee, teal, and yellow. These are chrome pigments from LMNOP. So that's what I'm going to be using. I only cut one sheet of vinyl for you, one triangle. On the template, there is two. You have two spots for a triangle, one in the middle and one on each side. We are not putting vinyl on the other side. You're going to use a medium that you're not used to using. So whether it's pulls, whether it's glitter, I don't care what you use. Micas, pigments, it doesn't matter. So that part was left. That part was left blank for a reason. So does anybody in here who had their, and I still can't see comments. Chat. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Thanks, Laura. All right, so we are streaming on TikTok and YouTube. So we're on 2 platforms. The TikTok view is a straightforward view. TikTok, try that again. TikTok, you can see me. YouTube, you see what I'm doing down here at the bottom. So, is everybody ready? Because we're going to do this together. Hi, Katie. Is the echo better? You have the box? Are you going to do it with us? All right. This was the Busy Bees Crafter's Box. Yeah, but I need to know the order. Foils, mica, glitter. You're going to do... I can't ever remember. Somebody help her out. I always do my micas, then my foils, then my glitter. Mica, foil, glitter. There you go. MFG. That's how you remember it. MFG. All right, so is anybody on YouTube doing this with us? This is not a class. This is a work along. So if you have questions, I can see the chat in YouTube and I can see the chat in TikTok. Okay. So if anybody has questions, ask them because I can see both platforms. Okay. Now somebody told me to wait. Who said wait? Amber? I should have known she was going to be trouble. It is Midland's Vinyl. What's up, purring? Not the lost my vinyl piece. Hi, Melissa. All right. Where did Amber go? Thank you for your subscription, Donna. All right. Well, we're Kelly. At this point, just watch it. Are you ready, Amber? Look, you 10 minutes late to class. At this point, you can be a spectator. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the side of my template off. If you were in my class at the gala, we learned how I taught you guys how to do this. That's fine. You got your template on. That's good. That means you're just ahead of the game. That's all. So I'm going to lay this piece back down. I'm going to grab my little cup cradle here. And we're going to just line it up. I want a little more at the top. I want the bottom to have more stainless steel because sometimes it will crinkle. Your double-sided adhesive will crinkle. Okay. So we're just going to line this up, This piece doesn't matter because we're going to cut it off anyway. So I'm going to fold this back, and if you were in my class, you know the magical term. What was the magical term? Anybody? Can anybody tell me? When you're applying a template? Smush and push. Yep, smush and push. I think I might have cut my template a little bit too deep, but we're going to go with it and see if I can work out these kinks. Can Ahmad take care of that, please? That's insanity to me. So we're going to smush and push. Smush and push. Smush and push has helped me a lot. See? I really cut way into this template. The class was at the gala. Can you guys see on YouTube? Can you see really good? You know, I changed my blade 2 days ago. So here we are. Aloha. All right, so I don't really care about that. I was just looking at these pieces here, but I was just wrapping and rubbing around and getting bubbles. All right, so because we have a seam here, we're going to cut this out, and we're going to use the piece that I sent you. Okay, so we're going to use the piece. You can see, okay, good. All right. So we're going to cut this piece out. Use one of these and you give Carrie anxiety. And I say Carrie because y'all don't know her as HP. We're just going to cut this piece out. Y'all have to make sure I don't get out of frame because I can't see above my head. So you just have to bear with me. Hi, Bravo. And then we're gonna pull that that diamond out. I don't know why the hell it's a triangle. We're gonna pull the diamond out. That's the only piece that's gonna be exposed. We have a few Cricut makers or Cricut users in here. Yeah, mine cut all the way through, but that's because I changed my blade. All right, so this is what you should be left with. Okay. You're on your way. Yay. And your diamond that I cut, depending on how you cut, should lay in there perfectly. Just remember, pinstripes are going to hide everything. So don't stress about it being perfect because we're going to put a pinstripe Not today because we have to epoxy and stuff like that. But today we're going to get the piece on. What's on fire? Kelly, put the torch down. Good afternoon. So if this is your first time putting this piece on, go ahead and grab you a piece of transfer tape and lay it over the top of the vinyl. This will help give you a little bit of stability. It'll help your vinyl be a little more stable where you can maneuver it a little bit better. I'm just going to wing it. Okay. So I'm just going to pull a tiny piece back and I am going to start right at the top. But I probably should have used I forgot I printed this morning. You know what? Let me get a piece of transfer tape before I jack this up. Thank you for the gifts and the heart knees. Y'all don't forget to send your heart knees. All right. So I'm just going to cut me a piece of this because I forgot I printed this morning. It's a little flimsy. I have a question. Okay. What's your question? Remember a song played and you got all red and embarrassed? No, I don't remember that. Name of it. Bruh, you want me to remember a few weeks ago, Allie? Yeah, I know you joking. I know that's a joke. I do good to remember yesterday, much less a few weeks ago. How do I have 9,000 sweet? Oh, yeah, Bravo knows what song it was. Bravo knows. What was the name of that song, Bravo? I think he was talking about going places that he shouldn't have been. Maybe. Oh, God. Not you letting your mama listen to it. Allie, do you pull up the sticky? Do you pull Michelle from in the center? Yes. You want it to just be the stainless steel. Yep. She said maybe. You got to record that so I can see her reaction. All right. So now you see when you go to lift this up, it won't be as flimsy because you have that extra stability of the transfer tape cap. I didn't know it was a bad song until they made me listen to the words. Then I turned 50 Shades of Red and then don't even remember what song it was. So at this portion, just take your time. Again, if it's not perfect, it's fine because pinstripes will hide that. Somebody got filtered. Pull this up a little bit. I think I'm gonna go corner. What's up, Maria? You sang that song word for word, and I didn't. I did not. I didn't because I wasn't listening to it like that. I just liked the song, and then I was like, oh my god, he's really talking about some crazy stuff. There you go. Sweat. Allie, there's the name of the song. I just started. What colors? I'm using pigments from Element OP. So I'm just pushing this vinyl piece down. And I just noticed for me, I don't know if it's just me, it could just be me. We know. It was easier to go from this point to this point. Yep, that's it. Than from top to bottom. So maybe try that if you're struggling a little bit. Yep. But I'm on the YT. I can't play music like that. Oh my god, that's really. So now you're just gonna smush your transfer tape as you go, and that'll help you to keep from getting bubbles and wrinkles and stuff. So then that's what you should be left with. So we have this whole back side, the vinyl piece, and then the honeycombs in here. So again, I'm using coffee, teal, and yellow. Jay is trying to put comments in the chat. Of course he is. Of course he is. So here's the chart that I used. I'll hold it up for TikTok. Yeah, Carrie, I would. I don't, but I would if I were you. And then here is the chart I'm using. I just want to make sure no two colors we're going to touch. Jay, you being bad. You being bad, Jay. Guess what I just got? My vinyls. Hold up for text, please. Thank you, Bravo. All right, so because I'm using pigments, I have my brush. Yep, that's what I did too. And my canned air. My canned air. I'm gonna grab a parchment sheet. Now, if you missed it or you need to rewatch this, it'll be available to rewatch on YouTube. Yeah, I did. Did you tubers get it? I don't know how. I need to come down some. Okay. So when you're working with pigments, just like you would glitter, you want to go from darkest to lightest. Darkest to lightest. Okay. So I'm going to do coffee first. So I think I'm going to make this portion of mine teal. So I'm going to go ahead and pull. It doesn't really matter, but I don't want to put so much dark. So I'm going to go ahead and pull my number ones. So we have a 1 here. 1. 1. Here. I hope it's clear on YouTube because on my end it looks very choppy. All right. So that's what I have. And I'm going to go in with my skin sticking to it. Hey. Yes, I think so too. I think it was a good color combo. Wait until I add the teal though. That's gonna be really pretty. All right, so we have all those pieces colored. I'm going to grab a microfiber cloth. Yes, please. Thank you. That's a good idea. Hey, on a cup never hurt anybody. So then I just smushed it in. All right. So now I'm just going to take my canned air and I'm going to clean the brush out. Does anybody have any questions before I move on to the next step? Is the B part just vinyl paper? It is vinyl. It came in the box. And if y'all didn't see it, the second box for the self-love series is dropped. Show the cup. I'm just looking. I may add another color, just because I don't want the same color to be the back side. I might use a glitter on that. Yeah, I might use a glitter. I think I'll use this color glitter on the back side. So nobody has any questions before we move to the next color. Are you sure? Going once. So the next color I'm going to do is teal. And that's going to be the number 2 on, or I'm sorry. Yeah, that was number 1 we just did on the chart. So this one's going to be number 2. Make sure I'm not missing any comments on either platform. Y'all good? So I'm just pushing the pieces of vinyl down. And now this is what we have left. So that's going to be our number 2 color. It is because I'm also on YouTube, so no music. Which is kind of relaxing. Maybe if I wasn't so closed-minded, I would look past it. It's actually kind of relaxing though. What's up? Yeah, the teal is one of my favorites that she has, and sangria. I am a sucker for sangria. I wish I could buy that and the black in like huge quantities. Right, Karen? Isn't it pretty? Velvet. I know, that's what I said. The sangria though, this one and sangria has my heart. I love this teal. And sangria is a shade of pink. Excuse me. And y'all know how I feel about pink. How are you guys doing over on YouTube? Y'all good? No, it's like I'll have to show you. I got it on a cup over there on the turner. Hey, y'all all good over there. Like stepchildren. I have a Michelle. I'll hold it up. I don't know. Stepchildren. YouTube has the best view. Yeah, it's like a deep pink color, if that makes sense. Like a almost between a magenta and a maroon. What's up, Jennifer? All right, so now we're just going to brush this off with our no, this cup isn't sold. This was just for the class. I figured I'd list it as a ready to ship. So you're just gonna wipe the excess off of it. Wipe the excess off of it. What's up, Diva? So that's where we are. That teal boy. All right, teal. Yes. Here's the numbering. Yeah, they are. And the coffee looks, you know what I mean? It's that really dark. What's up, Twisty? Yes, you can. So on. I did the dual stream because this was a box. I'm working on our next crafter's box. Um, but I did it also on YouTube so that you can go back and watch it over and over and speed up through my shenanigans and do whatever you need to do. All right, so we are going to put on, this says yellow, but I'm going to have to argue with that because I feel like it's, oh, that's, I don't know what you're doing. More on the gold side, like a golden yellow. So now we're just pulling up all the pieces that were left. And I'm going to take this and smush this down. So I think the test, you know what? There might be. If it is, it's on the website under Busy Bee's CRAFTER'S BOX. I don't know if there were any left or not. But you got the cup, the template, um, the vinyl. I sent you everything you needed to do this cup. I only did one diamond though, because I wanted you to use your imagination on the other side. Well, I don't never have shenanigans over here. I don't know what you speak of. It is. This is the diamonds and honey template. I don't never have shenanigans. I'm just I don't know. I'm just a quiet one. You know, just a loner. I'm just a quiet one. Sometimes you'd never even know I was here. You know, just so quiet because you're like, hey, you got to speak up. All right. Any questions before we do this next color? Busy Bee is sold out. Okay. Not Perry. Just go right out. Stop lying. Perry, you know better. Super quiet. Super quiet. Sometimes you don't even know I'm here. You're like, Beth, are you all right? You're awfully quiet. All right, so no questions. We're going to put on yellow. And you'll see what I mean. It's going to look just like this. Now watch it not look just like that because I said it was. But, you know, I'm going to say it is. Yes, it does. You can even quiet when you're sleeping. See, I know. Julie gets me. Thank you, Julie. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That means a lot. You get me. Get me. Lisa, I know you ain't talking. All right, let's do a YouTube check-in. How are y'all doing over there? Y'all decorating? Hi, Michelle. See, I told you it was like a golden yellow. It's definitely not something I would say yellow, you know, like a banana yellow or a golden yellow. Still doing fine. Okay. Well, unlike some people, I didn't. Lisa was like Flash Gordon, boys. You was on and out. Yeah, and then got stuck in her own box. Make that make sense. What's up, Pam? Look, the people over on YouTube are quiet. She texted me talking about how do I get out of here? I know you're nitpicking. I know. Very nitty. Very nitty. Thank you for the follow. This is the perfect color palette. I am convinced. Anything that has to do with teal and brown, especially in mica form, this is the, or pigment form, this is the perfect set. All right, so now we're just going to wipe this off. What's up, Britt? So this is what we have. So pretty. What's up, Arnetta? All right. So now the last piece is going to be the glitter. So I'm doing glitter on this part. So if you're working with me, what are you putting on your empty diamond? Because I'm nosy and I need to know. So this bee vinyl will be put on the website today. It's done. Oh, she's already done. So Carrie used foils. Arnetta used glitter. So the micas I'm using are from Element OP. Arnetta, I have a link in my bio on TikTok, and you can use my code. Maybe some coins. I think she's having a sale, but I'm not sure what the I can't remember. I know I've seen it, but I can't remember. Your blood, sweat, and tears. All right, so here we go. Final piece. Now on this side, I'm using a micro, and it's called Pacific Blue, and that's from Red Rock. So we're gonna dump that right in here, and we're gonna smush it in. And we'll put a quote or something on this side since we have this empty space. Um, I don't know. Come up with something cute. I don't know why it looks like that. I guess because I rubbed too hard on that side. Find your beeswax. Never. I'm too nosy to do that. Do you mind if I use your same color choices? Yes, don't copy. Yeah. See, I couldn't even say that with a straight face. I was going to be like, don't copy me. You know I don't care. I don't care at all. I would look. I was gonna try it, but I can't even do it with a straight face. You go ahead into your little horse. I always do vinyl in both diamonds. I never thought of doing it. See, and that's the first time I did it, but I did it because I wanted to have them use something besides the vinyl. Just checking. Some people are so touchy. I don't care. Here's what I'll say. If I'm on live doing something in front of you and I'm pretty much guiding you along the way, why would I care who copies what? I'm saying, because what I'm gonna get on here and say, don't use my color palette. Bro, what? What? Don't get me wrong. People are entitled to their own opinion and their own thought process. They are entitled. I'm just not one of them people. Because if I'm coming on a public platform to show you something, how would this look? Don't ask me what colors these are. I'm not. Don't ask me where I got this vinyl because I'm not telling you. The cup, the pipe. I'm not. I'm not. Don't ask me where I got nothing from. Wow, that's dumb. I don't understand that. Yeah. I'm not telling you whose company has these my pigments. Don't ask me. Don't ask me to tell you nothing. Google it. Like you really gonna find that on Google, right? So dumb. Yeah. I'm gonna go live, but y'all don't look at me. Look away. Don't look over here. There's nothing to